Hey guys, how's it going? This is Mike from M&R Automotive. Today we have a 2025 Ram 1500 and we're installing the M&R reverse kit. So with the M&R kit, you do get a driver's side and a passenger side mount. The flaps of the brackets are pointing inward. And let's go ahead and assemble the lights so that way when we're under the truck, it's going to be an easier install. I'm going to go ahead and grab the light. It does come with a U-cradle. And what we're going to do, we're going to install the side mounting hardware. It's Allen bolts. So I'm going to go ahead and install the second cradle. So let's go ahead under the truck and get these installed. So right now we're going to install the passenger side bracket first. I'm going to go ahead and remove this factory bolt right next to the exhaust. This bolt holds the frame of the bumper to the frame of the vehicle together. I'm going to slide the M&R bracket through it and I'm going to reinstall the same bolt. So you could get a level to make sure that this is straight. So I'm going to tighten this at the end after I level the light. So now I'm going to use the supplied hardware in order to install the cradle of the light to the M&R mount. Alright, keep in mind that we'll go ahead and do the final tie down when we align it. I'll just tighten it a little bit so that way it's not wobbly, but we can get the angle of the light pod once we get all the wiring finished. Okay, let's go ahead and hop on the driver's side and do the same thing. Alright, so now we're on the driver's side. We're going to be removing this bolt that we're going to use to mount the M&R bracket. We're going to slide the M&R bracket through the original bolt and reinstall it. Okay, I'm going to tighten it a little bit. And let's go ahead and install the pod. I'm going to thread it through the bracket. And get it installed. Alright, awesome. So let's look at the wiring. The product that we're going to be using today is by Hopkins. It's a OEM to 5 flat connector. This one you do have to purchase at your local AutoZone or on the internet. I'll provide the part number. So what it's going to do, it's going to pretty much connect to this module and create a flat 5, and then we're going to use a flat 5 adapter to be plug and play, and we can connect all our lights to it. The plug end you will receive in your M&R kit, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it for wiring. White wire is ground. The brown wire, that's going to be the tail lights, which we're not going to use. The yellow wire, that's going to be our left turn. The green wire, that's going to be our right turn. And then the blue wire, that's going to be our reverse. On the lights themselves, there's 3 wires coming out of it. There's a black wire, which is a ground. There's a red wire, which is the power to the main light, power for white light. And there is a white wire, which is the power to the backlighting. We're going to use it as amber, so they're going to function as turn signals. So reverse, it's going to be our main function light. So we're going to go blue to red. We're going to go white to black, because for the ground. And then as far as turn signals, we're going to connect the white wire to either yellow or green, depending on the direction we're going to get signal from. So let me show you exactly how I'm going to do it. First thing, let's go ahead and install this module so that way we can get a connection out of the trailer wiring. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to squeeze this and I'm going to pull it out. This is from the back end of the bumper. Okay. And these just get plugged into the available sockets. So there's only one way that it's going to plug in. There we go. And then this end is going to go into the original spot where that plug was in. We put this module in between the 2 sockets, and then what we've ended up with is this output, which is going to provide power to our backup lights and our turn signals. So when looking at the plug, we determined that the white wires are ground. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get both grounds from both lights, which is the black wire here. I'm going to do black and black. Now I'm going to put a crimp connector on the black. That's going to be our ground. And I like to double crimp them to make sure we have a solid contact. And while I'm here, we're also going to be doing the same thing for the reverse light. So I'm going to go ahead and put the reverse light, which is the main power of the lights, and that's going to be the red wire. The white wires I'm not going to crimp together because they're going to serve as individual. Alright, so the white wires are ground, and we are going to connect that to the black. Okay, we also identified that the blue wire, that's the main power of the reverse light, so we're going to connect that to the main power of the light, which is the red wire. So that only leaves us with the turn signal wires. When looking at my diagram, if we're going to be turning right, that's the green wire. So I'm going to connect the green wire to the passenger side. White wire. Okay, and then the left turn signal, that's the yellow wire. So that's, we're gonna go this white to the yellow. The brown wire we're not gonna use because that's a different function. That's for like the driving lights. All right, so now we got all the wiring correct. So just to kind of summarize everything, the white wire of the harness gets connected to the ground, which is the black wire of the lights. The green wire, that's going to be our right turn signal. That's the white cable on the passenger side light. The yellow wire is our left turn signal. That's the white wire on our driver side light. And our blue wire, that's going to be our reverse. And we're going to do that to the main function of the light, which is the red wire. So what we can do, we can connect the harness, and let's go ahead and test it. So let's go ahead and test out the lights. We're going to do the right signal first. There it is. Let's go ahead and do the left signal. And let's go ahead and put it in reverse. For that, we're going to have to turn on the truck. And when we put it in reverse, you get the powerful white light. Looks like everything's wired up exactly how we wanted it to be. Please join us later on for a night output video, and thank you very much. I know you're going to love the product.